मेरा मन फोन देना पकड़ा दो। Hi guys, good evening. I'm just trying to share the link. Hey, we just check. Uh, Hi Ganjong, hi Mitchell, hi Gaurav, hi. Good evening, guys. Checking if you can see my screen. Yep. Hi Akshit, hi Ram. Happy New Year, everyone. First of all, been a little busy, but like from now on, I'll try my best to be doing these sessions every single day. Hi Raman, hi Satya. Good evening. Just I've removed my screen, so let me just check my system. Everything is fine. Give me 1 second. I'll just switch on my go to YouTube. Hi Vishal, hi Ram, Chandra, hi Vikas, hi Nadia, hi Punjal, hi Karan. Enjoy your vacation, Punjal. Hi Vince, Happy New Year. Hi Aaron. Guys, it's a long time. I'm trying my best to be available every night, but somehow I'm not able to do it sincerely. But I will. Hi, Mrinder. Sat Shri Akal. I'll try my best to be available as uh, often as I can. So, not wasting your time, I'll start from the scanners and then we'll see how the market is doing. Let's start from inside day scan. Again, I'm looking into my watch list. I'm not looking anything outside. So, Microsoft, Meta, JPM, Netflix. Wow. So, Microsoft, I have uh, is inside day. I'll just make them NNN just to make them default. Come on, no. Okay, I'm just deleting all these things because they were from the previous session. Okay, so these were the levels. So we have Microsoft as an inside day. Uh, so I'm going to choose Microsoft. Yes. We have Meta. Yes, inside day. Then we have Netflix inside day. All of three of them together. Mm, JPM. I think I do want to include JPM. I'm going to get rid of Roblox. I'm entering JPM. JPM is yes, inside day. Airbnb, I don't want to do Airbnb. We could look at Moderator just to have a diversified. These are all inside days. Hi Raj, hi Praveen, hi Madhu, Happy New Year, hi Manu. So let's move on and do this for weekly. Only three of them, MRO, XP, VFSR. I'm not interested in them. Let's look at any bullish candle patterns if we have on the daily time frame. Nothing. I'm just gonna do and search on all the stocks and see if we find anything meaningful. The market cap is bad, so nothing. I'm gonna try anything on this is bullish, bearish candlestick patterns, none in my default list. All stocks. Again, none. Reasonable. So last one is 12 crossing 34 on daily. Again, this is looking into all the stocks, S&P 500. Lilly is positive. EOG, Nike, PX, Walmart. So we have so many. I'm just trying to diversify. So let's take Nike instead of FedEx, and let's take LLY for CLM. This was NKE. Why it's not picking up LLY? That's weird. It picks up Walmart, doesn't pick up Lilly. That's weird. Eli Lilly and Company. Yep, it picked up now. Why it is picking up Nike France? Okay, so they today they changed their. So I'm gonna move this to N. As this is a little tricky piece. I'm just gonna mention it. So today we got LLY crossing 12 and 34. Walmart did 12 and 34. Adobe also did 1234, but this is on the positive side. Why Walmart is picking up wrong? Hmm. All right, so I'm ready now. We've done our scans. Let's start from ES now. And guys, I only have one screen today, so I'm using my phone. Lily moves really well. Punjab. Hi, Vani. So this is where we are on ES. So recently we have tried and we had made an evening star, which is very evident here. We went up from bottom to the top, made a dodgy, and almost lost 100 points. Not 100 points as such, but almost 100. Like it almost came to 47, 45 today. So, but this was an evening star. Okay. And evening star, as you know, is a negative pattern. So now we are underneath the 12 EMA. And right now, if we lose this area, this was the area where we have provided the support in the past. If we lose this area, we will test this line decisively and then this line, which will test whether we are going to have a gap fill or not. If we hold this line, we will be very tight to cross the 12 EMA and the Fibonacci of 4779. Like at this time, we are at a heavy resistance. So on the upside, it will be very difficult uh, to cross. But on the downside, the moment we lose 4741 area, it's going to be bad. So just keep in mind that yes, we are following up from the evening star on ES, and evening star is kind of holding. And you see, we are making a base right there. Now, if we lose this base, this is going to be hard. Okay. So be mindful that yes, if we lose today's low and make a newer low, that will be really, really bad. So in terms of ES futures, let me just look at the high Kenichi states. Today is -2 on ES, -3 on NQ. So this is -2. High Kenichi is -2, -3. So the trend is clearly bearish. And the DMI state on this, you can still see that the DMI is still positive. It means that the market is still showing by the dip kind of feature. It has not lost the momentum. But if I break it down to, let's say, 4 hours, the negative sign is right there. So DMI on daily is still all right. It is still like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if you see right here, the trend has come down, but it is still 25. And the power of this 25 is around 43, which is still solid. So the DMI is still up. 12 EMA, they do not cross today, so, but they are still up. So I'm going to mark that as a no. Now, what are the possible levels? As we saw, we need to hold 4741 as our stop loss. So 4741 is our stop loss for short, and we can go short below 4740. And possibility is if we lose, then this is coming from an evening star. It's evening star continuation. Okay. And we are below 12 EMA. This is the comment. We are below 12 EMA. We are evening star continuation. Usually evening star runs for 2 or 3 candles. So possibility is there that if we do not make a newer low, we should hold higher. But the possibility of high is very tight. Now, in case you want to go and short this, what are the possible targets? Possible targets are right there. If we lose this, we're going to hit this area, which if I confine gives me around 4710-ish. If we lose this, 4668, 4675. This will be a decisive movement for all the uh, trend. Because if we lose this, then it's going to be significant pushback on the downside. Because then we are going to fill this gap, and we are almost 200 points from the top. That's about 4-5% correction. Yes, we went up parabolically, but if we come down this at this rate, then earnings will be really important. Any miss on earnings will only lead market downs. Okay, so be careful. If you are like I lost too much on the first day, just ignoring the fact that I didn't check the chart. If I had, I would have never gone long. But now I'm looking at this and seeing these values. So 4710, 4668. These are my possible areas. Probability is I'm still giving it 60% because HA is negative. It will convert from negative to positive or negative to neutral first and then go positive. So right now it's negative, so probability is higher on the negative side. Uh, on the buy side, you can again the stop loss is 4741. You can buy around 4745 to 50. Targets are not too much. We need to break 47472, which is the 12 EMA, 4772, and then 4779. This is a second target. Third is 4798. Can extend to 4798. But right now, looking at the dovish, hawkish comments which came in from the Fed, that yes, they still see possible hike and holding the rates for the longer. Like market was anticipating that rate hikes would be like done, and they will start to have rate cuts coming March. But in the minutes, it was clearly mentioned that yes, that's not the case. They may still go for a hike. They may still extend the rates for a longer period, and they are definitely not cutting the rates in March. This is very much evident from the minutes today. But again, these people come and speak. There are so many of them, so we just need to keep our ears open and just check what they are telling us during this period. Let's also look at the book map for ES. This is the book map right now. Let's refresh this to NQ first, and then ES. Yes, so ES right now, you can see this is the book map. Uh, Book map is giving me a very clear idea. 4742, solid area of buy. If we lose this 4742 to 470, this is like reasonable number of buyers out there. If we lose this, then it's going to be negative. It's going to be a free fall. So be careful. 4741 is really important. Uh, Rehan, you can use ES and subtract the premium, you will get it for SPX. But SPX has an issue. SPX does not trade 24 hours. So it's difficult to make right levels on SPX. I use ES for that. All right. Any other questions regarding NQ or ES? Otherwise, I'm jumping onto NQ. Same thing. NQ is below 12 EMA, below right here. Again, it has a similar structure, has a gap fill. But what is the difference? DMI has turned red, which was not the case in ES. Why? Because banks are holding, industrials were holding. Today, pharmaceutical companies were holding. So DMI state is -1 today. So it's negative. Now in NQ, same thing. We are below 12 EMA, and if we make a newer low, okay, like we have usually on an evening star, we do three candles, one, two. So this is the evening star. When you go from bottom to the top, make a doji. This is a green candle. And if you make a red candle which covers the green candle, where it did this, this is a clear evening star. And today we had two. Maybe a three is due where we can test 16402. So on ES, this number is 46675, which is too far. But in case of NQ, it is only 1% away. This will be a really good area to hold into the earning season. If we lose this area, then we are definitely going to cover and fill this gap. All right. So keep an eye. If we make newer low, let's go and short. Let's also look out for a fake breakdown that if, see, fake breakout and fake breakdown, like for example here, if we make a newer low, let's say we went here, and if we recover within like 15 to 30 minutes and make above 5 points here, let's say the low was 16 500. Okay, I'm just explaining you the fake breakdown. We went down and made 16,485, and this is a new low, but this new low is to clear out the liquidity. Any person who is there, they just want to clear that, and then it jumps back to 16,510 to 15,520 within 15 minutes. This will be marked as a fake breakdown. This is a very strong setup, and what happens when this is there, just try long. Similarly, on a fake breakout, you make a, like this was a high on this candle, you made a newer high, but immediately you came and then you made a lower, like low below the previous high, and then you can see what happened. The same structure is there. If we make a newer low yesterday, tomorrow, and come and claim 16,450 or 550, then possibility of a fake breakdown is also there on NQ. NQ has sold off much more than ES. ES is about 100 points. NQ is about 165, like 700 points, which is almost 3%, 3.5%. Whereas ES has only gone like 2%. All right, so let's go to the levels here. Uh, in terms of comments, I'm going to copy paste this comment. Evening star continuation. Yes. Evening star, evening star. Now, where we need to buy. If you are interested, try to buy around 16,400 or buy around 16,600. Buy above, I'm going to mention this in the comment, above 16,600. Keep it 16,550 as a stop loss, and your target will be 16,765 and 16,825. Better to buy near 16,400 for a much better deal. 16,400 is a very good area to buy. Now, if we have to short, let's short below today's low, which is 16,525. So short below 16,500, 16,550. Target is 16,400. So I'm going to round it to 400. If we lose this area, Then we are going to fill this gap. So 16,071. So move here is very dramatic. If we lose 16,400, 16,070 is very much possible, which is really, really bad sign. Right now, Apple is weak, Nvidia is showing weakness. So keep an eye on 16,400. If you can see an opportunity to try long near 16,400 for once. If it holds, that will be a really good, like it's kind of a discount price, 16,400. So once we are there, we need to very well jump into a trade. All right, so let's now go into the stocks. Let's start from Apple. Apple has been on a roller coaster downside move. Let me just remove the volume. Now, Apple, you see, if we see on a very long term pattern, this is becoming a M pattern. If Apple earnings are bad, it could be a real disaster. It could be a real disaster for Apple. This M pattern is really nasty. I'm not sure about any other uh, company, but right now we are we have created the gap. We are right there. We made a clear dodgy. So where we made dodgy? We made dodgy right at the 61.8% Fibonacci area. 61.8. We failed from 100, came to 61, made a perfect dodgy. Now this, if it works out well, it should be a potential morning star. That's what I'm saying. Tomorrow, if we have a fake breakdown, the possibility is higher, but the move needs to go and hold this 183.39 area. So right now, this is looking like a potential setup for a morning star. It took a support of 61.8 Fibonacci. DMI is bad. Let me just look at the Apple. It's -2. So Apple DMH state is -2. DMI is -1. Now here I am taking a positive call on Apple, calling it a morning star. It is a potential morning star as dodgy at 61.8% Fibonacci. What is my stop loss? So I'm going to mark this as buy above, again from dodgy and above. It closed at dodgy, so 184.25, 184.25. Stop loss is 183.39. Targets are 185.86 and then 187.75. So Apple is greenish. Because we have a dodgy, and I do not want to fight a dodgy. If we lose 183.39, yes, you can go and short. Right now it's -2. DMI is negative. So this is a less, if I have to rate a setup, this will be a less premier setup, but it's there. If it bounces tomorrow, I will be selling once we reach 187.75. Then we have AMD. AMD is exactly similar. Dodgy. It's coming to a zone where it is finding a base. Uh, Tomorrow, if we break above this black line, which is 137. I think we are in, like, the DMI is still positive for uh, AMD. Negativity or negative strength has started to go higher, but it is still fine. I would not call this as a negative setup. So this is similar. It's a potential morning star, and it is a dodgy. Again, it is above from 61.8, but it's there. So right, nearest. This is green. So AMD, let's look at their HA. It is -2. DMI is green. I'm gonna follow the same setup like I did for Apple. It's a dodgy, so if we can cross 136 by above 136, stop loss will be my uh dodgy's base 135-ish. Let's make the high here 135. So 135 potential targets. It was the breakout zone 138.80. So 137.50. That's the potential warning star. See, even in this negative setup, by looking at the charts, we know that there is a potential in them. So Apple potential is not much because Apple is like clearly weak because of the fundamental reasons, but AMD is strong. So if I have to take something, I'll be looking into AMD. So I'm gonna mark AMD as my positive setup. So I'm gonna give it a blue color, AMD. That's my favorite setup for tomorrow. Amazon. Amazon, kind of a hammer. This was a bull flag, 150. It's very near to its support. 147.60, like 12 EMA, 34 EMA. If it comes down and holds it, this is like this was a good consolidation for Amazon before it break out. So it's a perfect back test area. Plus the support is right there. So this is the least area of I would say resistance. So here we could find support and bounce back towards 151 and 155. Again, the Fibonacci's are right there. They'll be there till I am using Thinkorswim. So all these Fibonacci's are playing their roles uh, and working out well. Yes, Mr. Baju, I'm finding very little time because of my office schedule, but Amazon is looking fine. Uh, I would say it is back testing the breakout zone on a path of least resistance. So as I'm saying, if we have a fake breakdown, that's why I said 16,400 is a perfect entry. If we can get a fake breakout, that's like really, really good move for NQ. Amazon is neutral. So I'm gonna DMI state for Amazon is still neutral. Uh, let's look at it's -2, -2. And you can see from DMI states, -2 in green, -2 in red. So Apple is the least positive setup, but -2 in green is good. -2 and like flat DMI state, still better. So I'm gonna buy Amazon. My stop loss is 12 EMA. Stop loss is 147.68. Always define your stop loss when you're jumping into a trade. Buy near 148.50 to 149-ish range. 151, 155.30. It's a hammer. BA, B again coming back to 38.2 Fibonacci 242 area. So this was a breakout zone. Previously, it came and failed right there. I wanted to test this 34 EMA. If it does, I'll be more than happy to go long on BA. So BA is buy in dip 242. Stop loss is 240.85. If it comes to 242, it's a really good buy. Again, a back test of 34 EMA and the breakout zone. It moved really briskly from like $100 from 170 to 260. Now, if it comes, take a breather, it will continue higher. So if you want to start from here, right? If you are Elliott Wave person, you can start and you can see this will be most likely 38.2% retracement. If it happens, this next cycle will cross 315. This is a perfect zone for BA going into the earnings. So if you want to, let's try. Let's see if I'm making sense or not. Let's pick up extension. So if I'm starting from here, this is my breakout. Go to the top. If I come back right there, this exactly is 61.8, which is from 138.2. So this is really, really solid area. So this looks really good to me. So perfect entry for earnings. Now let's look at some of their values. DMI is still solid. It's doing well. -2. Guys, you're getting what I'm doing right now. Give me your response. I have not seen. We have 70 people almost. So I hope you are enjoying this. It's happening after a decent amount of a break. But I'm trying my best to share as much as I can. So give me a response if you're enjoying what I'm doing. In between Lily, LLY, it's a breakout. It's massive breakout, like a bull flag on a good consolidation zone. Now, now here I do not have a chart, so let's make a chart. Let's pick up the regression channel, starting from 300. all the way to right. Now here, uh, we can do two things. We can start from here, or we can start from here because they are almost at the same time. So let's uh, start from this zone itself and draw a extension. So you see where we closed 16,617. We are right there. What it is, 61.8 Fibonacci. Few times it has come across. If it holds here and we see a rotation into healthcare and pharmaceutical companies, expect 636 and 660 on LLY. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Bajo Saab. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Vince. This is Think or Swim. Yes, Raj. DMI -2 means it is a negative or a flat top for the last 2 days. So this is a breakout for Lily. Uh, let's look at the DMI. DMI is too neutral, so I'm gonna mark this as two. No, it's two neutral. Uh, LYS first green. So one green, everything is good. Now I am stop lossing at 16, 617, 636 is my target for LLY. Now, yes, the spreads are bad, but if we can clear 630, 636, and it's something which moves. Possible breakout above 61.8 fib to 660. It's a green. So by above 620, I will prefer. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I just want to make sure that, yes, you're not wasting your time and you're utilizing and learning something here. Then we have Walmart. Walmart today tried to go into the gap. This was the gap which was created into the earnings. So today, Walmart jumped into this gap, which is a little positive. The 12 and 34 has changed today. So any dip should be a good entry area for Walmart. So Walmart is there going into the earnings gap. And that's why ES is holding well because Walmart, Target, Lilly, all these companies are holding really nicely. So 1234 is today, and both for Lilly and for Walmart, 12 and 34 happened today. DMI is still neutral, not green, and it's one. Heikinishi is one. It's neutral. So I would be jumping into Walmart, and I assume that if I hold 158.60, it should be fine. See, we were looking that yes, market is negative, but looking at the setups, most of them are coming to a fair price zone. So if they work out well, we should be good. 160 and then 163. I think I missed on BA11. Let me just add those. I just spoke about them but did not add. The 240 is the entry for BA. 248, 252. Google was relatively stronger today, and it's kind of making a see. We had dodges back to back, so it becomes difficult. Again, it bounced right from 61.8, made a higher high, higher low. It's a bullish engulfing pattern, so it's covering. So it's a bullish engulfing. Okay, and it reclaimed 12 EMA, which is good. So 12 EMA should be a stop loss 138. 138.40 should be the stop loss. Looking for 140.70. I think Google and Amazon are the two potential big movers happening pretty soon by near 139. Again, if you get a dip, use the dip to add into Google. Now, DMI is still neutral for Google. And let's look at the HA. HA is also neutral. I do not want to do PayPal, so I'll leave it for now. We'll come back to PayPal. Meta. Meta the inside day. And again, it's coming to back test 34 EMA. It is not clear yet, but it's an inside day. So if we clear above 346, and Meta is something like right here, this was a consolidation zone where it tried, failed, back test happened, did not made a new low when the market made a new low, which is a positive sign. Dodgy inside day, like if you see almost 7-8% correction, 7% correction from the highs. So I will consider this as 346 inside day as well as a potential morning star. Below 12 EMA still an inside day. I was looking buy and dip at 340.41 in the past, but now I want to cross 346, 345.50 by above. And if the stop losses are taken, go on the reverse side. Like if the stop loss right here is, in case of this one, is 343. If 343 is gone, then change your trade. Target is 12 EMA, 348. 348 is very much possible for Meta. And then 352, yes. DMI was still green, it's 2. And -2. Microsoft Microsoft has been a really bad one. This took away almost bigger chunk of my gains from last year. Yesterday, it's into that zone where uh, it has back tested the 34 EMA, and whenever it has back tested, it followed up with a very massive big move. Even in the past, whenever there is a red line which is there, if it holds and followed with a green line, like today, it did not make a new low when the market made a new low. It's an inside day. So 1369 is a good stop loss. Microsoft 369 is a good stop loss. And again, I will not be surprised if market will show really good momentum tomorrow. 371. But things to keep in mind, the fail breakdown may happen. Try to shake you out before anything positive. And sell below 369. If something has to be sold, Microsoft should be. It is relatively weaker. Now let's look at the DMI. DMI is negative. Microsoft DMI is -1. And HA, Iconishi, -2. What happened? Why it is changing the color? That is so weird. I need to check this. Netflix. Exactly same thing. Holding 61.8 Fibonacci, 468. Tried it best. Like Microsoft Meta, they are inside days and they are the same setups. So Netflix is all DMI is green and Netflix is -2. So DMI is still green for Netflix and this is -2. Why these are getting changed? I'll check. Stop loss is 468, which is 61.8 Fibonacci. Now, if we can go above 472, today Netflix tried, but it failed. Look at 475 and 480. Netflix is giving us an opportunity to add it for earnings. Again, an inside day. Nvidia. Nvidia is struggling really bad. So again, Nvidia came to, it's a dodgy at the bottom, which again makes me think, why would I need to go and short it? So potential morning star, I would love to go above 34 EMA, which is 478.76. So buy above 479. Stop loss is high, 473. Sell below 473. Right now, everything is coming out to be green. Target is 486, 489.90. Potential morning stars. So marking them. All these, like Meta is not, but yes, these are potential morning stars. JPM. JPM is at all-time high today. It's inside day right at the top. See, we have seen from 136 to 172. It's stuck with this regression channel. So I may not try long here. It's I may try a short here with 172 as my stop loss. So I'm just taking a contra call. DMI is still positive for JPM, and JPM is one green. Positive. Now I want to short JPM below 170.75. Short below 170.75. Stop loss 172, which is the top. Look at 168, a back test, and 166.50. It's an inside day for sure, but it's getting rejected from the regression channel. Getting rejected from regression channel at the top. It's a good sell side option. Moderna. Moderna has moved reasonably. It's well away from its EMAs and DMI. It just went up drastically. So if it loses, let's do coin instead of Moderna. Coin is much better. Coin is much, much better. So coin has all green, and DMI is -2, H is -2. No, -2. So coin is all green. Let's look at the coins chart. coin is coming back from 187, finding the good support of Fibonacci of 161 right here. So almost back testing this area. So if we can take out this zone, it might retest 163. So better to buy around 155 and above to try this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it works, it's a bigger move. So if I go and check the dollars values right here. So if you can buy around 151, 150, it's a good zone for coin. Buy in 150, 151. Stop loss should be 147.80. Look at 157, 163. It's not an insight there. Back tested 34 EMA. Now you can sell below 145. If you want to sell, you can sell below 145. But right now it may do a bounce before going down further. A back test is a must. Last is Tesla. I can take a couple of questions. I can check IWM and ABGO. Just give me a few minutes. So Tesla came back again, Fibonacci 236.75, tested that, got rejected right at the top at 265.34. See, when you have Fibonacci right there, it's exact top, exact bottom. Now here it bounces. We need to have a stop loss of 236. If we see a dip and then bounce above this one, this should be good. So Tesla, I would say, look for a fake breakdown. Tesla's is neutral and Tesla is down for 3 days. -3. 236.75. I would say buy near 237, 238, 244, and 249 are possible. See, when we were analyzing, we just found out that yes, tomorrow we may have some strength because all these are around that zone. I am eliminating PayPal, so we can do IWM. IWM. IWM had rejection. Now it should hold this 194.50 area, which is 61 point Fibonacci. So it's a continuation from evening star. DMI is still positive. If I look at IWM is -2. 194.50 should be hold. It is below 12 EMA, which is a weak sign. Should not do that. I want to buy above this line. It will be high, so 195 something. I want to buy above 195. My targets will be 198.25 and 201. Sell below 194. So looking at this, I think I should increase 60% on Nasdaq and 40% because all these stocks are showing some strength. Same thing, 60 on the bullish side, 40 on the bearish side. Now it is based on the assumption that tomorrow morning 47.40 will be held. All right. So I am done. I'm going to cover a couple of tickers. One is Baba. Let me just check what's happening in China for Baba. In China, it is $1.20 lower than where it closed in US. It's a bullish engulfing candle. It should hold 75 now. If it doesn't, then it's a waste of time. Otherwise, after a very long time, it is trying to take over the 34 EMA. It tried, made a dodgy, failed bad. Tried, failed. Today we have a close. Tomorrow we should hold 75.50. If we do not, then it's going to be bad. That's Baba. AVGO. AVGO has fallen from making newer highs. It's well out from my zone. So I'm going to make some amendments in this structure. Activate drawing. I'm going to remove the drawing. I'm going to start from here and make a new regression channel. And extend to the right. And I'm going to cancel this Fibonacci's and draw a new Fibonacci. So this is the latest one where we started to move. I'm going to pick up this line, went on to make this one, did some retracements in this one. So let's see where we got support. So we are finding the support at 1056. We close somewhere here. 1034 will be a good area. The strength is still there, but it moved parabolic, has retraced 50% of it. This should be a good place to go long in AVGO. UNH. UNH. UNH made a dodgy at the top. It failed at 543 multiple times. It needs to clear that. Once it clears it, only then. Otherwise, it can come back. It's a 61.8 Fibonacci area. So we need to clear this. 544. Anyone else? I can share the Zoom link if anybody wants to discuss something. I can. Is the meeting? This is a Zoom link. If anybody is interested, you can join. I've shared the Zoom link. So if anybody is interested, you can join this live session. I'm waiting for you. So if anybody is interested or anybody has any questions, you can come and join the session. In between, let's look at the futures, what's happening. It's holding that area. Fine. If nobody wants to join, then I'm pretty much done. I don't have anything else to discuss. I will share this and hopefully I'll recover my loss, 20,000 loss from yesterday. Pretty bad mistake. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye bye. Take care.